So what are we working on? Okay. Okay. It's a good thing.
Your two shots look exactly like mine. I went like three count and then 5, 7, 10 just like that.
So thoughts?
On Greg, he's trying to post a shot. I already told you.
Hmm.
I think he needs to. He's getting there, but I think his swing needs to slow down.
Yeah,
I think that'll make it a lot easier for him to post shots.
I agree.
I think he'd actually create some defense, which would also help his balance.
Yes. Because his slower swing would allow his slide leg to get out in front and then down, and
Because
so he wouldn't lose him.
he has a very big habit of like his upper body getting forward.
Yeah.
That was good. His swing's like starting to loosen up as he's working on this.
Hmm. Because he's taken his focus off of his swing. Have you thought about stepping about half step back and allowing yourself to slide more? Extending your slide a little bit. Just kind of step back a little, about this much. Just to try to extend your slide, just that. Because if you get your slide leg out in front of you, it's going to be easier to really kind of set down. So it's going to be easier to do what you're talking about. Just make sure you don't speed up. Just go your normal speed. What do you think? So that it gives more time for the leg to get out in front and then come to a stop. And then when he comes to a stop, then everything's just going to sit down. I've only seen it. We experimented one time with someone, and that's how we got him to. The only thing we're worried about is as you step back. Some people actually speed up. He actually looked more comfortable on that one. I just think that looks more comfortable. It's almost like he was like crunched up. Yeah, because now he's more comfortable. He's not as confined. He's got long strides. Oh, I like that one. The pace. Do you see his swing pace on that one? The swing pace was really good. Yeah, because it's more comfortable. It's more fluid, but it's still quick. I mean, so I don't mind fast swing pace if it's nice and smooth, because everybody has a natural pace that they want to go. As long as it's not muscled, I'm okay with it. And by extending your slide a little bit, it allows everything to fall in place. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Because everything else looks good. I like some of the changes that. I mean, he looks like he's trying to smooth everything else out. So
This is like Williamsburg.
why? What's Williamsburg?
We went to some like double snow tap or bake. Yeah. And it was handicapped, and it was the most wet dry condition. Like miss in, miss the head hit right, miss right, and you like go under, miss the head hit left.
Yeah. Colonial lanes?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are they still wood?
No, but they were with sheet snow.
Did you meet the pro shop owner there?
Russell. Yeah.
Is it Russell?
It might not have been colonial.
Hmm.
It was AMF place, right?
Yeah, yeah. It's where they have the colonial tournament. It was an older guy when I was there.
He might still own it.
Mm. Just kind of make sure you don't amp up a little bit. Just make sure you stay relaxed. The last two shots are being kind of like it almost like you're ramping up. So just kind of relax. Like I said, everything looks in it's a good place. There you go. I actually kind of like that one. I like that one. I like that one. I like that one a lot. Like I said, it looks like you're aggressive, but you're patient. It's kind of weird, but I mean, so you allow yourself time to really slide into it, but you're still aggressive, off the shot. So the biggest thing is like the power players, they have to worry about over revving the ball. Like Deontay, I don't know if you've seen him bowl. Yeah, he worries so much about his 500 rev rate that he over revs the shit out of the ball. So he actually leaves a lot of strong tens, and I try to tell him it's like a strong 10 is still a 10. I'm like, and if you're leaving a bunch of them, maybe you're not. So what'd you think of that one? I think it looks good.
I think like the stuff you were working on is like helping, and then I think staying down is also getting your mind off of some of the other stuff, and it's just looking weird.
I would agree. I think it looks good. And I think by just extending your slide though, it allows you time to really kind of sit down. Yeah, more than one ball.
Still trying to get my grip figured out.
The last two times it's been one ball. I think the biggest thing you'll get used to is you have a tendency to kind of over rev it a little bit, and it just kind of scoots just that little bit. Where if you can just like the difference between that one and the one before is you're more patient. You let the ball kind of roll off your hand. It's still aggressive, but this one you kind of over rev a little bit and just that's where it really gets kind of wet on a wet dry kind of. It gets really squirrely. So Yeah. Deontay would be so much better if he would just, because I actually worked with him one time and I made him just kind of,
Did he shoot 800 like the next day?
yeah. Then he went back to the way he was throwing it.
That's usually what happens when you don't practice.
How'd that feel? Yeah, I like that one. So you see how it, like usually everything looks like it tenses up, where this right here, you get to line, it's just like it's still rotating a lot, and you're standing more like this as opposed to this, and that actually keeps you down longer. But when you go down, you're gonna have a tendency to just kind of pop up. Where this way, you're coming in like this, it's easier to stay down. Still looks great though, like that. That was probably the best shot he's had. Hmm. Literally off your hand. I knew it was a great shot.
7 games were like, they
Yeah.
did okay. And
I
then they
mean,
had one
from
terrible
the
game in
bottom of the
Spokane.
swing on, was just like it was just it was a great shot. I mean, as soon as he left your hand, I was like, that's a good shot. Yeah, that's good. Keep going. What's that?
He's taking a like a first step instead of a
Uh huh.
slide step.
Oh, okay. Now you're just taking a step. Mm. I can see where that would make a difference.
I noticed that. I noticed that. No, no, no. That you were taking an extra step.
No, it's a really good shot. That one looks so comfortable. See how that one kind of accelerated a little bit.
Can you hold on?
Just a touch. That was a little bit more bend at the waist. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
That's probably because your face was
yeah. So it just makes your swing really steep. So it doesn't have time to really kind of make that turn at the bottom.
huh?
No, that's a sports shot.
Throw one like at 22 and see what it does. I'm not saying it'll strike. Just watch what it does. Watch like the first 20 feet. Can you see it go like this way? Not like hook, but like when you first 20 feet, it like push this way and then hook.
Not everybody is as observant as you are.
Well, he should be. I'm gonna try to hit like 22 to like somewhere in that neighborhood. If I hit like 20 or like 13 or whatever, 22 with the arrows, and then like my break point in my mind is gonna be like 22.
Almost immediately as it leaves your hand, I can almost tell. Did you really? So that's what you should do on a regular basis. Just smack yourself. Just kind of. There's a roll, a different roll that when it gets off your hand right there. So what you see is your ratio, your bottom number goes down a little bit, but your top number stays, really strong. So it actually will have traction to really kind of nice, strong move. That's one thing a friend of mine just has so much trouble with to get those numbers to really match up. A guy named Deontay. Um, when we get the numbers to match up, he really has creates so much room. But then he tries to over rev it so much because over the years he's developed that high rev rate like you. But he yeah that's what. But he relies so much on that high rev rate. He doesn't play with the ratios at all. So that was a really good shot. Did you see this one?
Who are you talking about?
Deontay, where
You've met Deontay, right? He, the shorter, fatter black guy? Yeah.
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 Well, I was talking about that the ratio that top number stays high and the bottom number goes a little bit lower, so the ball can really get traction down lane. It's the hard. I can't get Deontay to do that.
Greg, you're saying that like all your shots as a team.
It looks good.
I mean,
Well,
but like as you do this, it'll become better.
especially if you do it Allen's way, bowl 900 games a week.
Hey, like 100 a year. My thumb's fine. I like my
This
fingers
guy
are like
bowl
small,
forever, man.
but I use them in like smaller grips, and now they're getting like too tight because my fingers are like small, and now I'm like it's weird. It's temporary, and I don't master them.
this
This week was okay.
is a really strange conversation we're having. It's obscene sometimes how much he throws the pins around. Huh? Yeah, I saw that.
If you throw a pin back, push it in the gate. Yes, it's gotten like a lot straighter today. That was like one of the first things I commented on.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. So it kind of gets here and then kind of sets straight, and then boom.
Not as much.
I don't mind that at all. Yeah.
Dude, that barely turned. That barely turned. He used to be like he used. It was. He used to be really bad.
He's, of course, he's got video. Doesn't that kind of creep you out that he has video of you? No,
I
it's
use everything.
creepy. I wouldn't. Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes as you do different things, but
It used to be worse. I'm telling you. No, it's like the stuff you've been working on. It's been getting better.
yeah, as you muscle less, then gravity takes over, and you'll find that things will fix itself that instead of you having to think about
Or you can do like a million punch
them. Ugh.
Has it always been like that? That was not bad. These are really good. This you just didn't like level. That's just a lip. This is actually like a flat spot. That's from the plug pedal. But that's not in your truck, right? Yeah, just blame Jared. Fuck Jared. Dude, he's a dick.
Why? I mean, more so than normal.
Yeah,
What?
he like messes up Greg's stuff and then like won't take responsibility for it. So
Uh,
then like
really?
and then G has to come in and fix it. Like the, his it used to stick up out of this ball, but it fit in the other stuff. So instead of just like fixing that ball, he fucking like cuts down the it to make it fit in that ball, and now it's like a little shallow in the other balls. See?
Oh wow.
But that's not a good work ethic.
No, not really. No.
Like if it was anybody but Greg, yeah. And at the
Yeah.
end of the day, like G helps you a lot, so it's like Dustin bought a new bowling ball,
What?
a high road, and I think he's buying a tour, and G gave him a phase 2.
Oh wow.
And I made him upset yesterday because he was like, Alan, I'm throwing it terrible, and he stayed to practice afterwards. And it was just a push away. And then he was like, appeared 4 in a row, and was like, you know how Dustin does?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He does.
Did you see him playing with the dog? He was like me. Huh?
Huh? Oh, we were going to throw, but then we started talking.
He's getting around it. Like before, he used to be like 2 up the bank, 6 up the bank, something like this.
Yeah.
And he's just like got more natural coordination. It's like skidding too far, so I don't think getting around is going to help. I think he's like have to.
Yeah, that one you accelerate just a little bit.
I think like 14 to 7. You're like 20 to 10. Probably like maybe 15 to 7.
His swing speed's starting to be more constant. I mean,
Yeah.
so a lot of them are, a few of them are fast, but most of them are pretty smooth. Even over here, it was kind of doing the same thing. Hey, no, you're fine. Oh no, you're good.
Like 17 to 7. I wasn't sure based on how. Yeah, I thought your brake point was too far left. It was too up the lane, and I didn't think like getting it out. I didn't know if it would look.
How's Sam doing?
I don't think we've gotten to read for each other yet. I don't think he knows how much I know, and I don't
Huh?
So 27 to 30.
27 to 30. Yeah. No, it's a house shot. Yeah, yeah, fresh, fresh. There's been nobody on that.
And he probably thinks I'm not very valuable.
You what?
He probably thinks I don't think he's very good.
You don't what?
He probably thinks I don't think he's very good. I think he's
Oh,
bad. I don't think he's bad.
I think the potential is higher for him
I do
some
too.
than some of the other bowlers.
I do too. I like his mentality for the most part. I just think he can find a
I've
way
been
to win.
I've been watching him bowl for a lot for a few years.
Has he gotten better over the years?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's just going to take a while because on the times that you actually do wait for the ball, I mean those numbers are awesome. I mean, the ball takes a great path. So you have your rev rate and your ball speed. So a lot of times as your rev rate goes up, that bottom number comes up with it. Where some of the ones that really, like I said, off your hand, you can see the ball rotating, but you can see a dramatic drop in your overall ball speed. Yeah, yeah.
He's saying that your like ball speed and your rate start to match up better. Or sometimes like if you throw it too much, you're like too speed dominant, and if you try to catch it too much, you're too rev dominant. So waiting on it more lets the numbers like
Match up better to the length. And for you especially, I mean, like the big power players, that's the big thing. The big problem I've always seen. Deontay is a prime example where a lot of times he'll score well, but his ball is not really matching up well. Where when I can get him, when like a couple times I've had him on video, I've actually got him to settle down, get that bottom number to drop, and keep this number up high, and the ball just takes a lot better path. So instead of leading strong tens, he's blowing the rack. So as soon as you can, a couple of these have been great. Actually, this one wasn't bad either. But to keep those numbers, comparable, it's just going to be so much better for you. No matter what pattern you're on, whether it be a sport pattern or everything like that. And if you need down lane push, you just drive more with your legs.
and if you need it softer, then you just throw it.
What?
You can throw it slower.
What? What?
He doesn't like throwing it slow, even when I think he needs to. Just not very often.
No, I was about to say he doesn't really. Not very often. He needs to throw it slower.
Do that slower. Do that slower.
He probably hates it though. Looks like he just got out early. That thing kind of went looped out there.
I still think tape. It's basically white tape. It's like a little thinner.
I was about to say, isn't that the same? It looks really good. It really does. I think you're depending on your arm for so long that some of the other pieces kind of fell out of place. Where now you're taking everything and you're kind of piecing it back together, and it's just going to get better and better. It looks like you're kind of bending down a little bit. I just know it's almost like at the beginning when you first you were letting your slide leg really get out there and letting the ball get there. It's almost like you're getting there and just kind of pulling it down a little bit. So you have a tendency to lean forward when he kind of pulls it down. You'll have to think about it for a little bit, but it'll become natural. It will. And I think it's just going to open up a lot of different options for you. I figured. Ooh, I really like that one. You didn't like that one? Oh, okay. I was like, that's probably one of your better ones today. See, your head was like,
Working on your knuckleball?
I
Working on
like
your
it.
knuckleball? Working on what? Working on your knuckleball?
And you see, you have your high rev rate, but the ball speed is fast enough to keep it from hooking, overhooking, but still, smooth enough where you can actually read the front part of the lane. It's pretty steady. Oh, okay. Really? Yeah. Okay. That was probably one of your best shots today. I mean, overall, I mean, definitely. See, that's the picture. When I first saw you, this is the picture of. Whenever I watch somebody, I always have my mind just creates a picture of what I think that they could be. This is what I see.
Ryan can see the future, Greg.
Yeah. Oh God, here we go.
He's a wizard, and he can see the future.
Boy, AG. What was AG again?
Amazing
Amazing
genius.
genius. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know why I keep on forgetting.
No, I'm an amazing genius.
Yeah, we're co-owners.
You're calling me a nerd?
Yes. You don't like Alan or Alan?
I do. I'm just giving him crap.
Yeah, okay. I was like, don't be talking about Starks there. I was like, come on, man.